Let's get right into it.
Number 7. Picture this. Some guy strolls into a room looking like he just walked off a perfume commercial. Perfect hair, annoyingly symmetrical jawline, probably smells like fresh laundry and wealth. Without even hearing him speak, your brain whispers, "Oh, wow, he must also be smart, kind, and good with dogs." Spoiler, he could be a terrible person who kicks recycling bins and calls his mom by her first name, but you won't know that because your brain just painted him with an angelic glow. That's the halo effect. Basically, your mind takes one good trait, like attractiveness, confidence, or the fact they offered you a stick of gum, and then assumes all their traits must be equally golden, which is ridiculous. Imagine if you bought a car just because it had shiny rims, only to discover the engine is powered by sadness and duct tape. That's how the halo effect works. Marketers love this. Celebrities promote everything from sneakers to bottled water, and we buy it because apparently if Beyoncé drinks it, then hydration itself is cooler. The halo effect is why job interviewers overlook flaws if you smile like you've been practicing in a toothpaste commercial, and why we trust people with fancy titles even when they're spewing nonsense. Your brain doesn't want to work that hard. It just copies and pastes one positive trait onto the whole person. So yeah, every time you think someone's a good person just because they're attractive or confident, remember, your brain is basically giving out free coupons for traits they may not even have. Congratulations, you've been scammed by your own neurons.
Number 6.
Okay, let's say I gave you $20. Nice, right? You're already planning to blow it on coffee and snacks you don't need. But now I tell you, there's a 50-50 chance I'll take it back. Suddenly, you're clutching that bill like it's the last tortilla in the apocalypse. That's loss aversion, the psychological quirk where losing feels twice as bad as gaining feels good. Your brain basically throws a tantrum whenever there's even a hint of losing something. Casinos know this, which is why they make slot machines feel like you almost won. Your brain reacts as if someone just robbed your dog. Or think about online shopping. Free shipping minimums exist purely because your brain would rather spend $20 extra on nonsense than lose $5 on delivery fees. You're not saving money, you're just paying to avoid psychic pain. This flaw is why people stay in terrible jobs, cling to toxic relationships, or hoard ugly clothes from 2013, because getting rid of them feels like a loss, even though logically, you're just freeing up closet space. It's like your brain is a dragon hoarding garbage instead of gold. So yeah, next time you refuse to throw out that cracked mug you might use one day, remember, it's not practicality, it's loss aversion. Basically, your brain is an overdramatic toddler that screams louder when you lose than when you win.
Number 5. Imagine walking into a buffet. There are literally 50 food options, but you already decided in your head that pasta is life. So you walk straight past the sushi, the tacos, the suspicious mystery casserole, and pile on spaghetti like you've been hired by Italy itself. That's confirmation bias. Your brain doesn't want the full menu of reality, it just wants whatever confirms what you already believe. It's why conspiracy theorists can find proof in blurry YouTube videos of pigeons, and why you still Google why my favorite celebrity is definitely innocent instead of did they actually do it. Spoiler, if you only ask the internet questions that confirm your belief, the internet will happily become your yes man. Confirmation bias is also why you argue with your friends like a courtroom lawyer who already knows the verdict. You don't want facts, you want ammunition. You scroll past 50 articles that disagree with you and then cling to that one sketchy blog post from 2008 that says exactly what you wanted to hear. Your brain is basically a dictator, holding elections where only one candidate is allowed to run. And the worst part? This bias feels amazing. Every time you find proof that you were right, dopamine fireworks go off in your brain. Meanwhile, you're blind to the 50 pieces of evidence stacked against you. So yeah,
Your brain is less of a truth-seeking scientist and more like a kid who covers their ears and yells, "La la la, I can't hear you."
Number 4. You ever walk past a restaurant that's totally empty and think, maybe not. Then you see another one with a line of people outside, and suddenly it's the holy grail of food, even though you have no idea what they're serving. Congratulations, you've been played by social proof. Social proof is that deep, embarrassing instinct where your brain assumes that if everyone else is doing it, it must be good. Cavemen needed this. If a whole group ran away from a bush, it was probably because a tiger lived there. Today, it means you'll buy overpriced sneakers because TikTok told you they're fire, or laugh at a joke on a sitcom purely because there's a laugh track in the background. Marketers exploit this flaw constantly. Bestseller, most popular, trending now. None of these mean the product is good, it just means enough other people got tricked first. Even reviews online? Yeah, half the time they're written by bots named Customer123. But your brain doesn't care. It sees a crowd and thinks, oh good, the crowd will protect me from danger. So whether it's choosing a movie, a diet, or even a hairstyle, you're basically outsourcing your decisions to the mob, which means half of your life choices are less about logic and more about primitive peer pressure. Your brain's motto is, if everyone else is jumping off the bridge, I probably should too.
Number 3. Imagine you're about to get on a plane, and suddenly your brain is like, remember that one time you saw a news story about a crash? Never mind the fact that statistically you're more likely to be taken out by a vending machine than a jet engine, but no, your brain insists that today is the day you'll star in a headline. That's the availability heuristic at work. Basically, your brain is lazy. It judges how likely something is based on how easily you can remember examples, not actual probabilities. You don't think of the millions of safe flights that happen daily. You think of the one dramatic disaster movie where the plane exploded in midair, complete with CGI fireballs. This is why people fear shark attacks more than heart disease, even though sharks kill about 5 people a year, and heart disease is, well, it's literally the Thanos of causes of death. It's why lottery sales skyrocket every time one lucky winner gets paraded on the news with a giant check, while the millions of losers fade into obscurity. Your brain is basically like a biased news editor. It runs the flashy, dramatic stories on the front page and buries the boring but important stuff somewhere in the back. The result? You walk around making decisions based on whatever mental highlight reel your brain decides to show you, which is about as accurate as trusting weather predictions from your cat. So the next time your brain panics over a rare event, just remember, it's not foresight, it's reruns.
Number 2. Okay, let's play a fun game called Your Brain versus Reality. You buy a super expensive juicer because you swore it would change your life. Fast forward 3 weeks, it's gathering dust next to your essential air fryer. But instead of admitting you wasted money, your brain rewrites the story. No, this juicer is amazing. I just don't have time to use it right now. Welcome to cognitive dissonance. This is what happens when your beliefs and actions don't line up, and your brain freaks out like it just found a glitch in the matrix. Instead of admitting you're wrong, you twist reality until the tension goes away. Smokers tell themselves cigarettes relieve stress. Students who bomb a test decide the subject was pointless anyway. People who spend $9 on coffee every morning will swear it's an investment in productivity. Cognitive dissonance is like having an internal PR manager who spins your bad decisions into heroic narratives. And the worst part? It actually works. Your brain would rather feel consistent than be correct, which is why humans are walking contradictions on legs. Basically, whenever you feel that uncomfortable twinge of, I might have messed up, don't worry. Your brain will cook up an excuse faster than you can say, limited edition juicer.
Number 1. Picture this. You're holding $10. Not a fortune, but enough for a greasy slice of pizza and maybe a questionable gas station soda. Now imagine someone offers you a coin toss. Heads, you win another $10. Tails,
you lose the 10 you already have. Rationally, it's a fair bet, but your brain, oh, it's screaming like you just tried to gamble away your entire family fortune. That's loss aversion. The fact that losing something hurts about twice as much as gaining the same thing feels good. Winning a free dessert at a restaurant is nice, but losing your dessert voucher? That's a tragic Shakespearean play starring you and your empty plate. This is why people cling to bad investments, toxic relationships, and sweaters from 2009 that don't even fit anymore. Throwing them out feels like a loss, and your brain would rather hoard regrets than let go. Economists see this all the time. People would rather not lose $50 than gain $100, which, if you think about it, means your brain is basically running a very dumb casino where the house always wins. Marketers exploit this constantly, limited time only, don't miss out while supplies last. They're not selling you the product, they're selling you the fear of losing it. Your brain doesn't picture what you'll gain, it pictures what you'll regret. So when you fork over money for something you don't need, don't blame the store, blame the prehistoric part of your brain that thinks missing a sale is the same as starving in a cave. So yeah, every decision you make, probably less about chasing happiness and more about avoiding the pain of losing your metaphorical slice of pizza. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.